Hello everyone and welcome to another session of Next Saviours Essential Question Series NEET PG 2025. You already know that Next Saviours app is already launched and it is there on Android and iOS. How to reach over there, you will come to know when you look in the comment sections. More than 2000 practice questions, which are very high yield practice questions, are provided for the specific set of students which need the genuine help out. We are extracting one question from the practice paper one, the question number 5 from the app itself, along with the line to line explanation. So the question is that the Broca's area is situated in. They are specifically asking about that in which region of the brain the Broca's area is located. These kind of the questions are very, very frequently asked because not only they are asking about the location, they usually ask about the functions, they ask about the lesions, and they ask about the anatomical correlations. So this is the question. In the explanation, what is provided, that Broca's area is located in the left inferior frontal gyrus, which already you are aware of in the brain, and primarily in the frontal lobe. So it is associated with the speech production and is involved in forming the grammatically correct sentences and coordinating the muscles which are required for speaking. So this is the function of this Broca's area. Now, what will happen if there is a damage to this Broca's lesion or the Broca's area? It results in difficulty in speech production while the comprehension remains relatively intact. So people with Broca's aphasia often speak in short, broken phrases but can understand the spoken language and form meaningful words. So this is the highlight or the characteristic feature of the Broca's area. This all is provided to you in the explanation. Next is the image, that where exactly it is present. That means it is present in the left inferior frontal gyrus of the brain, primarily in the frontal lobe. Not only this, you should also be aware of the important language areas in the brain which are very frequently kept in your questions, and that is why explanation is also providing you the other areas and their damage consequences. Like we have already talked about the Broca's area. The Wernicke's area is present in the left superior temporal gyrus, which is responsible for the language comprehension. And if there is a damage to the Wernicke's area, then it will result in Wernicke's aphasia, which is impaired understanding of the language, but speech may be fluent and grammatically correct. And this is how it is different from the Broca's aphasia. Now, other way this question can be asked is they might ask you by highlighting this area, and then they will ask you that where is this what is the name of this area, or the where is the Wernicke's area located. So this is the region where Wernicke's area is located, and these are the characteristic findings. Another one is the angular gyrus. The location is in the parietal lobe near the junction of the temporal, parietal, and the occipital lobes, which is involved in reading, writing, and spatial processing. And its damage results in alexia, that is difficulty in reading, agraphia, which is difficulty in writing, and spatial disorientation. The primary auditory cortex, which already you are aware of, is located in the superior temporal gyrus, and it is responsible for processing the auditory information. And auditory processing deficits are the result of the damage to this primary auditory cortex area or difficulty in interpreting the sounds. The primary motor cortex, which is located in the precentral gyrus, which controls the voluntary motor movement. If there is damage to this, it might result in the paralysis or weakness of the corresponding body part. The primary visual cortex, which is located in the occipital lobe, it is responsible for processes visual stimuli from the eyes, and its damage might result in the blindness or visual field defect depending upon the location of the lesion. So next are the presence of the gyri or the gyruses, which could be provided. As you know that the Broca's area is present in the left inferior frontal gyrus. So this is how the questions could be integrated. The Wernicke's area is located in the left superior temporal gyrus. So this is the Wernicke's area. The angular gyrus, the area which is involved in reading, writing, and spatial processing, is the angular gyrus. The auditory information is primarily processed in the primary auditory cortex, which is located in the superior temporal gyrus. So this is the area for primary auditory cortex. And primary visual cortex is present in the occipital lobe in the form of a primary visual area and the secondary visual area. And then finally, the summary. for that particular question, that Broca's area is present in the inferior frontal gyrus, usually in the left hemisphere. It controls language production and is key in organizing the motor movement which is required for speaking. Damage to the Broca's area can lead to Broca's aphasia, where speech is non-fluent and sentences are often short and grammatically incorrect. But the comprehension, which is common, is relatively unaffected, which is affected in case of Wernicke's aphasia. So this is how the question is explained, and there are more than 2,000 questions in that app, which are arranged in 20 papers at this point, where more and more papers are going to be added subsequently. This is for you to practice it out, because ultimately you have to give the question paper, you have to give the examination, you should be knowing how to train your brain. All the best for your future examination. This app is particularly best for the MBBS and the intern who are not appearing in this examination, who are going to appear subsequently. For those who are appearing, that group already is aware of about and is practicing the questions already. In order not to miss any update, please join our Telegram group. All the best and thank you very much.